The amazing Digital Circus has come out with an episode 2, and a patron has asked me to rewatch this. So, here I am watching this right now. What up guys, Otterpop here, and I am here obviously watching The Amazing Digital Circus Episode 2, Candy Carrier Chaos. Now I saw the first episode / pilot some months back when a patron requested it, and you know, it was interesting. It's interesting seeing all these indie animations come out. I mean, you've got this, The Amazing Digital Circus, you've got Lackadaisy, you've got Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel. Like, seriously, the last few years alone have been such a great era for indie animations. I mean, these are the big ones, but I know that there have been a bunch of little ones too. Probably some that I've watched every now and then, but honestly, I can't think of stuff off the top of my head. Before I get into this, I want to give a quick shout out to the patrons who have been supporting me for, you know, whether it's just a month or have been supporting me for even a few years now. Your support does mean a lot to me. It is very helpful to me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Or rather, thank you so much for supporting. I think I switched some things around. I got a little bit of ahead of myself. Whoops. Oh, she's so cute. My dog's right over on my bed. She's just curled up in a little ball. Right where, you know, I sleep. And she does seem to be twitching every now and then. She's a big twitcher when she falls asleep. And not only is she a twitcher, but she's a I almost woke her up from that. Whoops. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get right into this. Now, am I going to pause as much as I did with the pilot / first episode? It's definitely possible. Ah, yes, Glitch Dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. These guys did Murder Drones, too, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
Welcome to the amazing digital circus!
Yo.
Pomni?
Pomni.
Pomni.
Pomni. Pomni.
Pomni.
She asleep?
Pomni.
She was standing
Hello?
up. Whoa. Okay, this animation technique with the wobbliness is definitely intentional for one reason or another.
No!
Maybe that's why.
Somebody help me! Please!
Oh yeah.
Looks like our new friend's already abstracted.
Oh, well, I guess we're not all cut out for it.
I don't even remember her name, honestly.
Well, after encountering that abstracted Kaufmo, I think his name was, in the first episode, yeah. I could imagine she'd probably have nightmare. Yep. What? What kind of physics is that?
Hey, Pomni, how'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are. There she is. Hope you're doing all right. I know yesterday was a bit of a doozy.
A doozy.
Oh, and don't worry about the whole abandoning me for the exit thing. It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings. You're all good.
You sure about that?
Well, let's forget about all that.
Yeah.
Kane's got a new adventure today, and judging by what he's been teasing, it seems like it's gonna be a fun one.
Is it?
Today's adventure is Candy Carrier Chaos!
Ah, here we go.
That's right. The Candy Canyon Kingdom's been robbed of their most valuable resource, maple syrup! It's up to you to bring the robbing bandits who stole it to sweet, buttery justice.
What?
Entire kingdom of candy sounds sticky.
Very sticky indeed.
Sounds.
Bubble, you can't say that.
What?
No.
Silver White! I'm testing out a new AI in this one. It should be 57 times more immersive.
Ooh, a new AI. You don't want to mess with the new AI, Zuby?
Yeah, no.
She's like, no.
Well, sounds fun. What do you think, Pomni?
So,
Oh yeah, your mask is
entire
fixed.
Existence here is just LARPing.
Well,
Why are you all just standing there? The Candy
Yeah,
Candy
yeah.
Kingdom needs you now.
No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Wait, what?
No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Oh, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. Got it. Candy Canyon Kingdom. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm already forgetting everybody's names. I remember some of them, but I think Jax, Kinger, Pomni, Ragatha, and the guy with the masks. Are these art mannequins? I'm just now realizing. Why? The guy with the two masks.
Kinger, check out this
Kinger,
castle.
yeah, that too.
It's amazing.
They've even got little candy bugs here. It's so beautiful.
yeah, this place is great.
I don't.
It's the princess.
Ah,
Lost the mask.
must be the brave knight sent to us by God to help us with our recent catastrophe.
God.
Princess, ma'am. Your kingdom's awesome, by the
Yeah.
way. Love the vibe.
I like you already.
Look, Pomni, we're already friends with the princess.
I'm not a child. You don't have to hype me up.
I assume you've been informed of your mission. The bandits that robbed us use a modded syrup tanker, so we figured the best way to go head-to-head with them is to give you a war rig of your own.
Oh.
Violence.
What time period is this supposed to be again?
Here's the key back into the kingdom for when you've secured the goods. I trust you not to let it fall into the wrong hands.
You can count on me, Your Highness.
Oh, please, call me Lou.
Will do, Lou.
I call shotgun.
Of course you do.
Oh God, is that the horn? Ugh, that sucks. Gangle, you drive.
Django. Right?
Farewell, good knights. I have every faith in you.
Quite the war machine. All right, let's go, I guess.
You think your mum's gonna pull through if we get all this back to the village?
I'm sure she will. This much syrup would save hundreds of people.
We won't know for sure until we get back to the
These guys are
village.
cute.
She's a fighter, though. She taught me everything I know.
Are these Australians?
Oi! Don't get too comfy, lads. Looks like they've sent someone after us.
Yep, they're Australians. Go, go, go.
All right, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
I feel
It's a
like
candy
I
gun.
violate some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback. Get driving, driver.
So, Pomni, I'm sure there's some way you could help out here. Maybe when we catch up to them, we could...
Gotta be assertive. Like this.
Whoa!
Jax!
What the hell?
Ah, that's perfect. Just hold that pose. I gotta get something. I swear there
Oh,
was some kind of
she
a
looked
symptom
mad
here,
as hell.
but
I don't blame her,
I'm having
too.
Such trouble finding it.
Pomni, take this!
Here it is.
Really?
All right, Pomni. You just stay like that, and I'll cross over.
Are you kidding me?
Nice going, Pomni. Now I have no bridge.
Aha! Gotcha! The arms aren't long enough.
Nah.
This lot's trouble. Let's see how that rig does on those rocks around there. The arms aren't short enough to shift the gear.
Ooh. What?
Ooh, now we're
Is he
cooking.
doing tricks like in a
Hey,
game or
ribbons,
something?
up and
Different
at 'em.
inputs for different
Aren't
different
you
tricks.
supposed to be submissive and agreeable? Move it.
These fellas
Just-
just don't know when to quit, do they?
No.
Hey, quit mucking about and get back up here!
Oh yeah, right.
Everyone all right?
Can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you over the knives.
Hey, Gangle, you should ram into him.
What? You should not ram them. Tommy's still on board.
Do it, it'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives back here?
Do it, or I'll tell Ragatha about the figurine thing.
What figurine?
These guys are whack jobs. Let's give him some of this.
Oh.
Oh, no more ramming? Guess I have to tell Ragatha about the thing now.
Oh, you're still up here.
Barney, take this!
Hey, Kinger, is that rope attached to anything?
I don't know. Let me check.
Okay. Well, at least Ragatha's made of, you know. Oh. Uh-oh.
I blame you for this.
Oh, shut up, Jax. Oh my god, it just clipped through everything. That's actually amazing. Where? How many worlds are in this universe? And by the way, are these guys supposed to be like gummy lizards or gummy crocodiles or something? That's what they look like. Australian gummy crocodiles. You know what, that tracks. You gonna run into Pomni? Oh. AI base models? Oh, that's interesting. It's basically seeing his origin. Well, I'm sure that's not unnerving.
Where are we? What's all this?
I don't know. We're somewhere under the map, I think.
Map? Why aren't you, or any of your crew up here?
I'm not sure. Because we're not, NPCs?
NPCs, what are you on about? What are you people? What am I? Where's Mum?
You have a mom?
Shouldn't she be here with everyone else? I can't even remember her face. Did she ever have a face? Was anything ever real?
Okay, wait. Don't think about that. I think there must be a way to launch ourselves back up, right?
What is that?
I want you to tell me exactly what I am.
You're an artificial intelligence. Basically. What?
Oh, is everybody okay?
No.
Oh, man. Poor Pomni. I hope she's all right.
Poor Pomni? How about poor us? We're one tanker away from being Augustus Gloop.
What's that? Do my eyes deceive me? A delicious gift from within the kingdom gates? Don't mind if I do.
Whoa, 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 buddy! You're not food, we're not candy, we're none of that! You don't want to eat us!
Oh, you're not candy? How am I expected to eat something that's not made of candy? I'm sorry.
Part of me always seems to miss the big loopy monsters.
Who
Yeah.
are you, anyway?
I am the Fudge. I used to live within the kingdom walls, but I was banished by that rotten princess after I ate too many of the delicious townfolk. Oh, they were so delicious. Sometimes I can hear them calling to me.
Oh, God. That just sounds like murder.
Is it really murder if it's delicious? Answer me that.
You make a great point.
No.
No,
point.
bad
Why
point.
don't you leave this to me before I start thinking your hair looks like licorice?
Jax!
Oh, wow, it kinda does.
Stop!
Well, Mr. Fudge, you seem like an upstanding guy with real noble goals.
Oh, I'm not. If you knew what I did in my free time, oh, you'd be sickened.
As I was saying, I happen to know a way into the kingdom walls. If you'd be willing to help us out in return.
Hey, when did
How
you...
did
Shut up,
you?
licorice hair.
Here, have it with this.
Oh, you must be some kind of master of unlocking things. Come to free me from my outdoor prison.
That's me. All we need you to do is help us bring some dirty bandits to justice.
Speak of the devil?
I saw the Reaper wink at me.
Wait, what just happened?
Did he just... Did the Fudge just summon them? Just like that? What? Nope.
You want to try helping out at all?
He's having an existential
Are you
crisis.
still-
Just leave him alone.
Hey, you okay?
No.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
What is there to talk about?
I don't just want to leave you here.
Why not? I don't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing. My life, my memories, my friends.
Just...
So fake.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
This may seem weird, but I think I know the feeling. Well, maybe not the exact feeling, but feeling like you're nothing is kind of normal. I mean, people even feel like that in the world I came from. But you still care about your buddies up there, don't you? I'm sure they still care about you.
What does it matter? What do we have when you people leave? We're just obstacles. Created to be defeated and forgotten.
Well, you don't have to be. The circus, the place I'm from, well, I'm originally from somewhere else. But if it has to be my home, maybe it can be yours too. The people there are interesting, at the very least.
No, very true.
Maybe you could be somebody real there.
Why are you trying to cheer me up? How does this benefit you at all?
I guess I just don't want you to feel like you're nothing. I don't want anybody to feel like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not even a real person. Would I even belong?
I'm sure you wouldn't belong any less than me. And I could use a friend.
A friend?
You're a strange little character. Suppose I could give it a try.
Yeah.
All I ask is that we don't tell the lads about this. They're a couple of bright-eyed yobbos. I don't want to drag them down with me.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your name, by the way?
Gummy Goo.
Wow, that's just about as dumb as my name.
What do you have in mind in terms of getting us out of here?
I don't know. Maybe some kind of glitch with the truck's collisions? I'm not really sure how we could... Alright, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall here. If this doesn't work, we can try something else.
You're the expert here.
I'm really not.
No, not
Let's
really.
see how it goes. I just realized this might be a little violent.
She basically unglitched the system. Nice. Come on. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Don't mind me, I'm making notes every now and then so I can talk about stuff like later. It's just a lot of little stuff that's, you know, interjected.
Gotta say, this is a lot more anticlimactic than I was hoping it'd be.
What were you hoping for?
You know, like one big final battle, bloodshed,
battle royale.
chaos, whatever.
Are you sure they disappeared? It wasn't that they fell off or something?
I can't say for sure, but yes, definitely.
It's not like the boss to vanish with a clown. Very unusual.
Well, that's concerning.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we could always ask Kane to find her.
I'm more worried she's having another horrible experience. She still seems really upset about what happened yesterday. I don't think she really likes me that much.
It's a lot for anybody to go through. Don't take it too personally. I remember how long it took for you to adjust.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
Remember what?
Do you guys have a second truck that flies?
Yeah. Wait, no, we don't. No,
No,
not at all.
no. Damn, alright. That was intense.
Couldn't keep it in, could we?
Nope, neither could you.
What's all this stuff?
Pomni! Are you okay? Well, what happened?
Yeah, I'm fine. I made a new friend.
Yeah.
Boss, where have you been? We got fudged.
You don't want to know.
Literally.
Lads.
Quite literally.
Why are there two bad guy trucks?
This one's full of syrup too.
Oh, yeah. Suppose it is. Well, you don't suppose my mates here could take this one back to the village, could they?
I guess. Since there's two of them, there'd be no real harm.
Yeah.
I'm so unbelievably disappointed right now.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Maybe there'll be blood, death, and violence in the next adventure.
Ha 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 ha, how wholesome.
Uh-oh, yeah. This is Gummy Goo. He's gonna come back to the circus with us.
Oh, is that allowed?
His reality was kind of completely shattered. I feel like it was
Yeah,
the least
just a
I
little
could
bit.
offer him, opposed to just leaving him behind.
Hey, that's good of you, Pomni.
Ah, let's take this Dom
Lessons
truck
learned.
to the Dom Kingdom, I guess.
Thanks to you brave knights, our kingdom will once again thrive. I'm sure it was no easy task.
You have no idea.
Somewhat easy?
Farewell, brave knights. Have fun executing that bandit fella.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead. You still did that? Okay,
Jax.
You did what now?
Well, love to help you again sometime. Bye!
Nice.
Welcome back, my little hard-shelled hamburgers.
So this is the circus, huh? I gotta get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
Sheesh, I thought he'd never leave. I'm really sorry about that, Pomni. At least you tried. You know, he might be back in a future adventure. I know Kane sometimes likes to reuse NPCs.
Oh.
Got everything ready. Hey, you at least want to join us for Kaufmo's funeral?
Oh.
We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who abstract. This one just got pushed around a bit with your arrival and everything.
It's the least we can do to honor their memory.
Yeah.
Oh man, I always think I'm prepared for these things, but then you set up the picture and, well, I'm already breaking.
Damn. Oh, that's cute. This is sweet, though. Oh, I love that for her. She felt like she was drowning earlier, but not so much anymore. Alright, as usual, let's let the credits play out. Let's see all the amazing people that helped work on this piece. Wow. Oh my god, the Gummy Goo plush looks so cute! It looks so cute! Did you see that? Gummy plush? It was amazing! Wow, the fact that they have all of these, like, toys and plushes and collectibles and stuff, that's great. That had quite a bit of heart to it. I will say that. It didn't feel quite as chaotic as the pilot, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a bad thing. And yeah, don't mind me, like, you know, using my phone every now and then. I just want to make notes about general stuff that I want to talk about, because otherwise I was like, I might forget this. So first, Kane's abilities when it comes to world building is, like, he creates so many of these worlds. It's kind of, they're not really parallel universes, it's like different levels within the same game. It's like he keeps adding another level to the game, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. Now, however these things are freaking stored, I don't really have any idea, but by the end of it, it sounds like he reuses NPCs, so he might reuse those and the worlds from time to time. The whole conversation between Gummigoo and Pomni about essentially was existentialism, especially as it pertains to AI. I mean, you know, because we don't have an actual piece of artificial intelligence that is capable of existing in its own right, in its own space. That could change in the future, but currently that kind of technology doesn't exactly exist. But that's the thing, is that there's theoretically the potential for an AI to develop sentience. And I can only imagine, like, by the way, seeing that whole space of code beneath the map itself, seeing like all the AI model builds, like basically seeing their origins, was actually kind of cool, because I think that's how it sometimes will look or play out in our heads when we are building those levels, those games, those characters, those stories, you know, stuff like that. So with Gummy Goo essentially seeing his origin, like, he basically had an existential crisis. Not surprisingly. Because, I mean, he basically saw that he was a fictitious amalgamation. Because, you know, every one of the other characters, they're real in their own right. They came to this world as humans who put on headsets and somehow got trapped in it like some sort of freaky version of Sword Art Online. But all these wacky characters are real people, except for everything else. It's basically just an amalgamation of code and fictitious invention and imagination. That's all it basically is. And I can't imagine being the kind of individual entity to realize that that's all that they are. To realize that they're not even real. And another thing that, you know, when Gummy Goo and Pomni were down in the sub-map area, what is, there's a term for that kind of area, and I can't think of what it is. But the way that Pomni was talking to Gummy Goo about, you know, she doesn't want others to feel like they're nothing. But the way that she was talking about it, it almost made it come across that she understood those feelings, that she had felt like she was nothing, which could potentially mean that she's had those kinds of feelings outside in the real world beyond the digital circus, probably before the digital circus. But it sounds like she understood those to a very great extent. In the very few sentences that, you know, she was talking with Gummy Goo and was talking about this general concept and subject matter, it sounded like she was very familiar with that feeling. Like she understood it, like she had felt it herself. So it kind of makes you wonder what her personality... Okay, well, maybe not her personality, because if you think about it, her personality is technically showcased here, but it kind of makes you wonder what her experiences were that could have made her feel this way. It kind of makes you also wonder about the rest of the characters too, because, again, there's currently, you know, 6 of them, but there have clearly been multiple others. I mean, they've mentioned, you know, having a funeral for all those individuals who are basically gone. They've abstracted now. But from the sound of it, it almost seemed like there had been multiple of these. I mean, Ragatha, I think she mentioned having experienced this on numerous occasions. This whole, you know, honoring the gone, basically. I can't really say the fallen, because I mean they're still around, but they're technically not around anymore if you think about it. And if you remember from the very pilot episode, when Cain did send Kaufmo down to the abyss, there were dozens of other sets of eyes. I'm pretty sure you could see at least like 5, 6, 8 other abstracted characters that clearly are no longer there. But Ragatha has clearly been there a while and has mentioned, you know, having funerals for multiple individuals by this point. So it kind of makes you wonder what in the heck is happening here, because you have all these people that have been putting on these VR headsets, and suddenly, like Sword Art Online-ish, they're being transported to this other world. So it kind of makes you wonder why. Does it happen with every single instance of the game, or more likely it only happens with certain individuals, which if that is the case, why is it happening with certain individuals and not others? What is the common factor? And in a strange way, I wonder if Pomni talking about these feelings of nothingness, I wonder if maybe that could pertain to it. Maybe there's a specific emotional state that these characters enter, and that's what sort of sucks them into the digital circus, unable to leave for whatever reason. Or it could be completely randomized, because, you know, all their personalities are quite varied, but I imagine that their personalities would shift a little bit over time depending on how long they've been in the digital circus, depending on, you know, how they personally have changed and reacted to stuff, the kinds of adventures they've gone on. I mean, and again, we don't necessarily know how long these guys have been here, but it could be weeks, it could be months, heck, it could even technically be years, although that seems a little bit less likely because, you know, VR technology and stuff like that. But something that I do also want to mention is that what is usually the purpose of a game? It's to allow people to experience something new, to have a sort of digital experience, whether that's based on themselves, whether that's based on another existing character. I mean, but we like to play games and read books and watch movies to immerse ourselves in a different world, in a different mindset, perspective, a different set of rules, different characters. I mean, we want to immerse ourselves in all that. And in a way, playing varieties of games, especially with how long some of them can be, especially a lot of open world titles, it can feel like an escape. So, I don't know, maybe there's a common factor if they wanted to escape something that happened in reality, like there was a strong desire to really escape reality from a particular event or mindset or something along those lines, and that's why they got trapped in the game. Granted, that could be a stretch, and it's just, I don't know, it's, my brain likes to connect weird dots together, but it certainly is a possibility. But again, there is a lot about the digital circus that we just don't know. This is a really interesting group of characters, though. I mean, you have a very diverse set of emotions and personalities. I mean, you got, I mean, Jax and Zubul, I feel like that they can kind of be a little bit on the same wavelength, and then I can't even remember the masked guy's name. It's so hard to remember, but him and Kinger definitely have similar personalities. And then I think, you know, Pomni kind of has her own personality, but Ragatha definitely has hers. But it's really interesting to see all these characters bounce off one another, especially Ragatha and Jax. I mean, they clearly bounce off one another and repel one another at the same instance. Well, okay, if you think about it, that those two, bouncing and repelling, are not necessarily synonymous, but in this case they can go hand in hand, so I'm not really sure why I mentioned them both. But these characters really do bounce very well off of each other. It's really entertaining to say the least. I mean, I feel like the diversity might not be as strong as I would have thought, but I don't know, maybe for this indie animation, maybe for the story in general, I could be overthinking things. I'm probably overthinking things. And it was really neat to see, you know, Pomni take a slightly different perspective on things, because by the end of the previous episode, there was some mixed feelings between Pomni and Ragatha with, you know, how Pomni had to sort of leave Ragatha behind after Kaufmo's abstracted form started chasing her down. I mean, understandably so, but I imagine that Ragatha probably felt a little bit odd, especially with how she was sort of almost abstracting herself in a way. Or glitching might be more accurate, but she was glitching in a lot of ways. And you know, like she said, she was in a lot of pain. But it was really cool to see Pomni take a different perspective on things and not wanting to leave somebody behind, because she'd already done that, and you know, she's having these nightmares, these uncomfortable feelings, and she doesn't want that to be the case, which is also made helpful by the very ending, where, you know, she feels like she's drowning and she feels like she's completely lost, but there are those around her who are sort of her comfort zone, at least for the time being, even though she knows nothing about any of them. I mean, virtually nothing, and has only just met them, according to the timeline of this, I believe, just the day before. She just met all these characters, but they're already starting to feel a little like a support system. Even the frickin' Jax. What a jackass. Pardon my language, but that seems justified in this case. Gummy Goo would have been a really fun character to bring in and bounce off of the rest of the cast, though. And then Kane just snapped him away like fucking Thanos. Just instantly. I'll admit, it caught me completely off guard. I was not expecting that, and that makes me sad, man. That makes me really sad. Why? He would have been a great... I mean, I can understand it from Kane's perspective, where, you know, you don't want a bunch of NPCs hanging out with the real folks, because then you can't... You get them mixed up. That's understandable. But at the same point, it's like, come on, man, you're just gonna poof them away just like that, without any hesitation and just instantaneously. And then Pommy's face when it happened, like, ooh, that hurts. I understand why it had happened, but that hurts. And one last thing I gotta say is for Australian gummy crocs. Or Australian gummy lizards. Either way, I don't know why it makes sense, but it does. They were and that's the other thing too. The gummy lizards, crocs, gummy reptiles. Let's just go with that. Gummy reptiles. But the gummy reptiles, great designs and great. I mean, I know they're gummy, so they don't have a lot of texture to begin with, but great texturing on them. And yeah, just fantastic designs overall. It was really good. And the animation here is just, it's still absolutely solid. For indie animation, this is impressive. This is very good. And the fact that, you know, for these episodes they're able to churn out like 20 to 30 minutes per episode, that's a little impressive. That's just a little impressive. And it's so wacky. They can do so many unique things with this. Even with the first episode alone. I mean, just given the wild designs of all these characters and how diverse that they are. I mean, it only makes sense that, you know, they can be very wacky and diverse with the designs of all the NPCs and the general world and the worlds, other worlds, you know. This is actually turning out pretty good. I don't like this as much as some of the other indie animations I've seen, but I can definitely tell that this was well put together. This was, you know, well animated, just well made in general. So, great. I'm not saying it's bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. It is actually very good. It's not quite my personal type of entertainment, but I can definitely see the appeal, and in a way, I do have an appeal. Like, I do like the appeal myself. Let's put it this way. This is something that I could get down with and watch. I probably wouldn't rewatch it though. If that makes sense. If I like something enough, I will rewatch it or have it as background noise. But if I'm not as interested, and not as interested is not the same as dislike. Not as interested just means, you know, I like some aspects of it, but I didn't like, or I wasn't as interested or invested in, okay, you know what? I'm not helping my case. Either way, this is good, and I can get behind this. Probably not as a repeat watch, but this is definitely good. So I am glad I watched this, and I hope the patron who requested this, I hope that you appreciate my reaction and analysis. I didn't pause at all, actually, but I did start taking notes, and I did decide to save all the discussion for the end, which I'm sure is probably nice for, you know, most people. It's like, most people just want to see the actual reaction itself. They don't want to listen to the analysis as well, and that's fine, but I still like to provide an analysis. I still like to provide my own perspective, my own thoughts on the situation, because then I feel it makes it more genuine. It makes it less of just a straight up reaction. It makes it more of commentary. Granted, I usually, with commentary, I like to pause as often as possible, but for some reason, some of the little thoughts that were just popping up in my head as the episode went on, I felt like I couldn't quite build on it yet until I had more. And by the end, I was like, okay, I just have a bunch of little topics. Let's just go all at once. Let's just do it, just like that. So, I can't think of anything else that I want to say, so I guess I will go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And as usual, until the next video, guys, check you laters. And thank you, patrons, so much for your support and for, yeah, just thank you for your support. And if anybody else wants to check out support for Patreon, there are a lot of great rewards, so do consider checking that. Even just checking it out or sharing it, that would be nice. But if you want to support, that'd be great. So, I meant to do the outro last. Should have done Patreon first and outro last. Okay, well, as usual, until next video, guys, check you later. Bye.